I gotta get my shit kind of in the quantum realm here, but let me get my stuff and I'll continue with the review. Hola, what's up? Sorry guys, I have not uploaded in a while. I've been busy in my personal life, so yeah. But today's gonna be kind of a quick video. It's kind of late because this movie did come out like February, however long ago that was. But I just got it on DVD, so got Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. So I'm gonna give you my movie review, and we're gonna build this really. I don't know how to feel about this set. So set. The price is up in the air, but other than that, this is the DVD. So you guys can see that. We're gonna open it up. Okay, we got the DVD here. And I own all the Marvel movies, including this one. The next one I'm waiting for will be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. If you've not seen that video, I did a review, spoiler review, and a Legos, or Lego sets on there. It is, I'll put the link in the description. Also, I want to shout out this guy. He's a guy I work with named Nick. Very cool guy. Does some awesome work, does some cool shit. Like, he makes beats. I know him personally, and he's such an underrated YouTuber, content creator, and I feel like his work needs to be recognized. Yeah, very cool guy. Check him out. That would be awesome. All right, Ant-Man is on the side here. I was gonna get an Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania shirt, but as broke because of this set. So this was $31. I recently built Spider-Man buildable figures. And I got those for $25. I don't know why this is $25 more expensive, and it makes no damn sense either because it's pretty much the same size box and everything. It's just, I don't understand why this is like that. It just kind of pisses me off, and that pisses me off too. This is not an Avengers. What pisses me off the most is this didn't get their own line of sets. Now, honestly, I know they might have wanted to avoid spoilers, but honestly, there's really nothing to spoil. Ant-Man and the Wasp to me was just another basic, cool Marvel movie. And I'll get into my movie review for that after we build the set. But honestly, this is an okay set. A lot of people hate on it, but I think it's okay. I think the price is the problem. But I'm excited for that little minifigure right there. That's Wasp. I've never had one of those before, and I always wanted one of those. But yeah, so let's open this. If I open this, I don't get my $35 back. Rest in peace. Fuck it! Just joking around, guys. Ah, fuck! Alright, so we got the Ant-Man set out of the way. 2 bags. 1, 2. God, they still got the instruction manual. I wish they would have, like, Quantumania'd it. If you kind of, like, made it more colorful, I guess. Because this movie's very colorful. And it has a lot of CGI. But that's Ant-Man for you. So, looks like there's no stickers, which I like on these buildable figures. I just personally do. That's just great. So All right, guys, let's get building. Pretty cool model. Let me turn on the lights real quick. Okay, that didn't really do much, but here's a good look at the figure. This was a lot smaller than expected. It was so small. Like, look at that little detail. Focus, come on. It'll take a minute. That's probably the best I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna assume so. Come on. It's a glare. There we go. But see, look at all that detail. Pretty damn crazy. Just like, it's like the size of my nail. This is super small, so I'm glad they came with two. So, yeah. This piece is kind of useless if you want to put. So I use these figures for display, of course. So, yeah. I like this set. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that that's included. I ended up liking this a lot more than I thought. The printing's really nice. I really enjoy it. It's really cool. That's really awesome. This is kind of annoying right here when you look up and you see that, but I guess if you try to ignore that, it's a pretty cool displayable set, and I love the slickness of it. Honestly, that's pretty much it. That's all I gotta say for it. Um, eh, it's a very cool set. Don't get me wrong. I just wish I wouldn't have paid an extra $5 in my other ones, because this is pretty much a damn same exact thing. But that's okay. Maybe it's because of this microfig. I'd be pissed if that was the case, because then you got to pay $5 just for that little thing, which is stupid. But it's Legos, so what do you expect? But otherwise, it's a very cool set. I enjoyed it. Okay, now off to my movie review. Okay, I got my hat on for this. Okay. First things first, I absolutely disagree when people say that this is one of the worst Marvel movies. Come on. Really? You're talking about that? That's not the worst Marvel movie? That piece of shit? Whatever. It's probably one of my least favorites. This one too. I mean, I was actually looking forward to that, but that's besides the point. But this is not the worst Marvel movie. Come on, people. I do not think it deserves the score it got on Rotten Tomatoes either. I think it's 47%. It's not good. At least it deserved a 70, in my opinion. But I'm no critic. I'm just telling you my opinion about the movie. Okay. There are problems with this movie. I will say that. But I'm going to go start with my positives, and then I'm going to go with my negatives. Okay. Number one, people might disagree. There's only one CGI part of the movie I absolutely fucking despise, and I'll go to that with my negatives. Otherwise, the CGI in here is beautiful. This is a very beautiful shot movie, and it's definitely the most epic Ant-Man out of all three. I personally still think that first Ant-Man's the best. It goes Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Ant-Man for Wasp for me. And honestly, I think people might agree. Most people. Um, I don't know. This could be your favorite. I don't know. This could be your least favorite. I just don't get the hate it's getting. The costumes designs are really cool. Kang is a huge villain. Um, Now, by the time I'm filming this video, so as of right now, Jonathan Majors, the actor who plays Kang, is getting in trouble, um, which is unfortunate. Um, I believe in him. He didn't do anything, I'm sure. So, bro, we're cool. But me and that fucking studio, man, if they fire you, I swear to God, you better notice me. I'm gonna be making fucking people hold up signs. Bring Jonathan Majors back. Bring him back. I don't know. Because honestly, that would be a really dumb decision. Um, Now, why I think a lot of people hate on this movie is because I don't think, because when they saw Kang and he's the new big bad of the MCU of Phase 5, I think that the expectations were just not that, were pretty low in the movie. It was a pretty mid movie. I will admit that. When people say this movie is mid, it kind of is, in a way, but it's not terrible. It really isn't. It's beautifully shot. It's from start to finish. It's a thrill ride. The time flies by. I mean, it's fun. You get to learn. Half of this movie is in the quantum realm, so it's cool seeing the quantum realm, and that's always something I wanted to explore more of in the Ant-Man trilogy, because when it got introduced into the second one, I was like, hey, this might be a really cool place. And when I heard that Ant-Man and the Wasp were getting another movie and it was called Quantumania, I'm like, this is it. This is going to be the movie where they explore everything. And honestly, it's super dope. Um, like I said, CGI effects I think are good in my opinion. Some others will not agree. But this movie also has a there's this one scene now that had me off the edge of my seat, which is the last fight. I don't want to show clips, I really do, but I don't. But I highly recommend you watch it. So if you watch the whole movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But when Ant-Man and Kang fight, one of the best fights in the MCU. Like, no joke, Kang kicks the shit out of Ant-Man. And honestly, Kang is a very powerful villain. And the way they ended this is not, I don't think should have ended like that. I really don't. But I'll go to that. I'll talk about spoilers as well. Okay. Now I'm gonna go with the negatives. Um, I feel like some plot lines in this are rushed. Because 95% of this movie is in the quantum realm. So the beginning of like how Ant-Man and Wasp are doing, like their Avengers are just living their everyday superhero life. I feel like they didn't explore much of that, and it just kind of flew by, and you don't get really much clue as to what they were doing while all that time passed. Since the movie Avengers Endgame, except for you get to catch up with Cassie and what they've been doing pretty much. So I felt like that was a little rushed, and that was kind of just a different plot just to get them into the quantum realm. Also, what kind of kept me off and not entertained with the movie, I was still entertained, but what kind of just turned me off about the movie was Hope. No, not her herself, but how she. It's kind of a thing, running thing through the movie, right? They get in the quantum realm, and as they're exploring it, Wasp is completely sidelined in here, which that's another problem. I did not like that at all. That was so bad, and I am fucking pissed about that. Wasp. It's called Ant-Man and the Wasp. Wasp. I think MODOK. MODOK, we'll get to him, but MODOK is more in this movie than she is. It's kind of frustrating. But anyway, Hope doesn't explain to her family about the quantum realm and what she had with Kang, because she was stuck in the quantum realm, remember? And she met Kang and she saw like this vision of him, and she helped him make the time machine. So after she realized that he's conquering worlds, she thought him as a huge threat, and that's when Ant-Man and the Wasp came years later, and she was stuck there, and she eventually got out. And she never told the family, which is Cassie Lang, Scott Lang, Hope, or that's not what I'm talking about. Forget Wasp's real name. Um, Michael Douglas's character, I forget his name. Dr. Pym, I don't know. But it's just frustrating because while you're going through this movie, you're kind of wanting to know. And I felt like if Hope just said, hey, this happened, right? We would understand. But I guess that's kind of a good way to like hook your viewers in, but it just didn't do it for me, honestly. Because most of the characters in the movie themselves were like, hey, what's going on? Why is this big threat coming towards us, and coming after us? And another thing I thought was pretty cool is that there are these creatures in the quantum realm that are really cool, and they see Kang as a big threat. I thought that was pretty cool. Otherwise, that's pretty much my issues with the movie. I guess I don't want to say it has issues with pacing, because it was a joy to watch this movie. It was just like a fun movie. It's like how the Ant-Mans are supposed to be. They're fun, right? They're just fun. They're simple, and they're not connected. And honestly, I feel like some MCU movies, Marvel projects, aren't that. And that's why I can respect the Ant-Man franchise, is because they're simple and they get the point across, and it's a lot of fun. And I feel like that's what this movie is. I babbled off a long time about this movie. So I'm just going to go down to my most negative thing. I hate to say this, but MODOK was my least favorite part of the movie. When I first saw him in theaters, I thought he was okay. But looking back at like clips, and it just kind of reminded me of what he was like in the movie, and that was just god awful. I'm sorry. I want you to watch this scene and tell me what you think of it, okay?
My name is Darren, and I am not a dick!
You're telling me right now, the director who's directing the Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars said that line in this movie? Avengers is going to be fucked up. I'm just saying that right now. You can't take him seriously. Seriously? Okay, now, this. Let's just talk about this, okay? Let's just talk about Sorry, Sorry, guys, I had to get a hold of myself there. What the fuck is that? Alright? And that is terrible. That is terrible CGI. People are comparing it to Shark Boy and Lava Girl, that character right there. They never really... Okay, I understand, I guess, when people say that when MODOK has a really weird design, and when you put his face into like a big, I don't know, mold and try to make it look good, it was never going to look good. And I completely understand that, right? But here, tell me this. How does the fucking Avengers video game do better? Bam. Respect.
Just tell me for a second, right? I'm pretty sure that's CGI. Tell me, if it were never gonna look good, tell me how a fucking video game does better than that shit. Tell me. Because I don't know. It must have costed them way less to make this design instead of that piece of shit garbage that they did in the fucking movie. I just can't believe that a video game did better graphics than a full length Hollywood movie. Okay? Now, I'm not shitting on any of the editors, but I'm just saying they could have taken some inspiration from this and fixed it up. Okay, so when he has his helmet on, I'm completely okay with that. You know, if you wanted to go for the robotic design, I accept that because I just do. With Vulture, with Spider-Man Homecoming, it's a little different because he's an actual human, but MODOK has a weird design. And tell me, what the fuck is that? They had to show his ass cheeks. Are you kidding me? What the?
Just, are you trying to just make a fucking field day with these with the fans? You gotta be asking for a field day with the fans because the fans hated it. Well, they went bazonkers when Thor had his ass cheeks hanging out in front of everyone. They said, "Hey, that's the first scene in Marvel history with nudity." Okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, nudity in the MCU, I just don't think is necessary, unless if like, not like that. But when you tell me you want me and us as fans to see that asshole on probably one of the weirdest modeled characters of all time, what are you doing? I didn't need to see that. Honestly, I'd rather look at Thor's ass than that. I'm on God, okay? No homo. I'd rather look at Thor's ass than that shit. Because the CGI looks bad enough already. But when you do a CGI asshole, that's a little... Fuck. Just fuck. So, I don't know if you guys knew. MODOK is Darren Cross. I think that's his name. Now, honestly, I liked him as Yellow Jacket. I did not like him as his other persona. I didn't like him as an angry businessman. I liked him when he was in the suit as Yellow Jacket. Otherwise, Darren Cross is a terrible character. And I don't even think he's MODOK. I don't even think that's MODOK's real name. I mean, it was kind of cool to switch it up, but I just feel like MODOK was wasted. That's all. And could have been a lot better. So, although his mask design is really cool and all, and I think it just had needed to be improved. Like I said, I'm not shitting on the editors or anything because they had a lot on their plates with the CGI in this movie. They really did. Excuse me. It's beyond anything I can do. But that just baffles me when people say, "Oh well, when you put your face on a big item and it's shaped like MODOK, it's not going to look good." Right. However, the video game made it look good. Better than a Hollywood movie. Just keep that in mind. So basically that's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So it's an okay movie. I didn't mind it at all. It's not bad. I don't think. It's not the worst Marvel movie. And that's just what I want to get my point across. It is not the worst Marvel movie. Okay. If I get many views on this, hopefully I will, because I put a lot of time and thought into this review. I would appreciate it if somebody would comment. If you guys comment, I'm planning on getting these Funko Pops. So if I get a comment saying, get the Funko Pops, if anybody comments that, get the Funko Pops, I will do that, and I'll make YouTube shorts reviewing each one. I would definitely get MODOK for a Funko Pop, because that one is probably the coolest one out of all. I don't know. Anyway, let's just put MODOK on that wasted list with Taskmaster from Black Widow. Fucking wasted. Anyway, it's... I don't know. This is not a bad movie, okay? This is not a bad movie at all. So, yeah. But, that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and I do not know what my next video will be specifically, but I will start doing a lot more movie reviews. Don't quote me on this, but I believe my next video is going to be this Saturday, and me and a friend are going to review 2 movies. Surprise you. I'll surprise you with them, because I think those are overhated, but we'll catch all that when it happens. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Make sure you like and subscribe. Yes. And I'll see you another time in another video. Hey, can somebody get me out of the quantum realm? Anybody? Son of a bitch!